What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. Welcome to the Week in Review, the video where I talk about the past week's events inside Destiny. And this week, much like last week, was completely dominated by Crota's End hard mode. So I want to talk about the gameplay real quick because it's notable for one reason and one reason only. And that is that it was a first attempt to kill Crota. We had the Crota checkpoint. We got a raid team together through LFG. Skinny from the Milky Sirloins and I formed this raid group, and we were very specific about what we wanted from these people. We wanted people with rockets, and we wanted people with ammo. So here's the deal. We wanted to beat this thing. We didn't want to spend all night to do it because, you know, it was the big game last night. Everybody wanted to watch the big game. We logged on about 3 o'clock. We didn't want to spend 4 or 5 hours just trying to kill Crota. So we wanted to put an LFG group together because we didn't have enough clan mates to get through it. So we got that clan group together. We ran through a quick walkthrough of our strategy, and our first attempt of actually doing it, we completed it. And that was notable. That was a good step that it encouraged me that this is not this like completely random and impossible task. If a group has a good plan and rockets, it is a doable thing. One of the biggest problems with killing Crota is people get in there and they don't have any heavy ammo. And this is, you know, it's no wonder why. Xur hasn't sold heavy ammo synth in forever, it feels like. People are running out of black wax idols to give to Eris. People don't have all the money in the world to keep spending on heavy ammo synths with the gunsmith. So it's just getting to the point where it's really getting rare to find people who still have heavy ammo synth. And I think it's one of the most important things to taking down Crota is you have to be able to take Crota down quickly and consistently. So many times you see people firing primaries at Crota in the hard mode, and that's just not going to cut it. It just doesn't work. It's not consistent enough. People have to reload, and all of a sudden Crota, you know, he gets all his health back. Your sword bearer's just standing there like an idiot. He can't do damage on Crota, so I was really enthusiastic about this run. That's why the gameplay is there, and because it was a first attempt. We had the plan, we had the ammo, we made it happen, and it was really fun. Now, I will say, we lost a couple of players from this LFG group. We went to normal mode because we had a couple guys who wanted to do normal mode, but all of a sudden, nobody had any heavy weapon ammo, and we weren't able to do damage on Crota fast enough, and it was really discouraging. So again, you know, it's all about damaging Crota, especially in the hard mode. You gotta have heavy weapon ammo. This week for me has really been about the Warder Crota. I finally got the Warder Crota. I don't have it maxed out yet, but here you can see it. And I'm on the fence about this weapon. It definitely doesn't seem as good compared to Fatebringer as Fatebringer has been. Without that Firefly perk on it, it just doesn't have the utility that Fatebringer has. However, it's a very cool looking weapon. It does seem to do a lot of damage. I don't have it fully upgraded yet, so, you know, I'm not going to review this weapon until, you know, I have a good amount of playtime with it, but I'm liking it with reservations. It's definitely not that super high impact, lower rate of fire that I tend to prefer in PvE, but it does seem to have some uses, although it's definitely not a Fatebringer. I still have yet to get the Fang of Ryu, or the auto rifle for that matter, from the hard mode raid. I've completed, I think, 5 times. I've gotten the pulse rifle twice and the Word of Crota twice, and one time I got no rewards because I was just running through it just to help out. So, you know, I'm still waiting for some of the primaries. I still haven't gotten the Crux of Crota. That seems to be exceedingly rare, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with a raid weapon being very, very rare. It'd be nice if the Necrochasm was a little bit better to really make it worth it, because if you think about the amount of time you have to put in Destiny to get the Necrochasm, to fully upgrade, first of all, you got to find the Husk of the Pit, which, you know, some people find right away, some people it takes them hours and hours to get. Then you've got to fully upgrade that by killing 500 Hive. Then you've got the Eidolon Alley. You got to upgrade that fully. You also have to get to level 4 with your Eris Morn bounties. Then you got to go through the hard mode raid, and you've got to continually complete the hard mode raid until you just are lucky enough to get the Crux. I mean, you are talking about hours and hours worth of work to get the Necrochasm. And then from all accounts, it seems that once you actually get that Necrochasm, it's not that hot. But at this point, I definitely want to get it just for you know, just for the collector's value of it. As you guys know, I'm definitely a collector of stuff inside Destiny. And I've been having actually a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff. Although you may have noticed I started a series where I'm going to start asking you guys, what should I keep? What should I get rid of? Shard it or keep it? You know, and unfortunately, it looks like a lot of you guys are going to be collectors too, because overwhelmingly right now, it seems that you guys really want to keep weapons, especially the weapon that I selected for my first pick. So I'm still interested in doing the hard mode. Tomorrow being Tuesday, we'll probably jump back in to the raid, try and get some more of those primary weapons. But you know, my biggest piece of advice right now for doing the hard mode is just make sure you have maxed out rockets, make sure your raid team has maxed out rockets, and make sure everybody on your raid team has heavy weapon ammo, because that is the key. Getting that DPS is just absolutely the key, and it makes a really frustrating encounter become much easier, because you're able to consistently down Crota and not just see him kind of doing all his weird behaviors instead. So that's my pro tip of the day. So other than that, you know, it's been about the Warlock. I'm still continuing to level up my Warlock. You can see that he's got almost full light gear here. I finally got the boots for him. I'm still missing the chest piece, so I've got to run normal mode until I get that chest piece. I can start leveling him up to get him toward hard mode level. But really, it's all about me just like spending the Glimmer and the Relic Iron and all the Radiant Shards and stuff to get him up there. I would like that chest piece for two reasons. Even though I can hit level 32 with him now, I'd rather have a helmet as my exotic once I'm in the hard mode raid, because I can either use Light Beyond to replenish health, or Apotheosis Veil to replenish health using orbs. Or I can use Obsidian Mind and create tons of orbs, because I'll be constantly using my Nova Bomb. And to me, this is the most fun way to use my Warlock. It's just using Obsidian Mind, throwing out Nova Bombs willy-nilly, having a blast with it. I love running them with my Bad Juju, because that further increases the amount of supers I get. And I'm really actually loving the Warlock, which has been my least played character up to this point. Now he's really, you know, I'm really kind of enjoying that Void Walker play. It's really become a joy for me. I have not really experimented with Sunsinger that much. It just doesn't interest me as much as having the Nova Bomb. The Nova Bomb really is what I enjoy about it, just having this crazy DPS super machine. It's been a real blast. So that's basically it. It's been kind of a slow week. It's really been all about the hard mode of Crota's End and trying to get my Warlock up to a point where he can really be a competent member of a fire team. I don't want to be the guy who's just getting carried. I like to be the guy who's carrying other people. That's kind of the thing. That's why I'm so hesitant to bring a lower level Warlock in. Once I get him up to 31, I'll start running normal mode more often with him, and finally get him up to 32, and then he'll really be a monster. He'll be an absolute monster, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.